think it says REC, it means it's recording. Right? Just shut up. We're all in this together.
Who gives away Emily today? We made it. Welcome everyone, family and friends. Pat and Emily are surrounded by family and friends today, and we who have gathered around you are now privileged to witness the celebrating and the joining of your lives together. Take a moment, take a deep breath. Please take a look at all your family and friends out here to share your day together. It's gonna go quickly. Pat and Emily actually asked me to officiate the wedding today because of the way that we're connected. And just to start at the very beginning, I actually met Pat back when he was 18. We were we're all selling Cutco cutlery together. Some of you may know that. And we worked down in Reno at the Reno office, and then years later we found ourselves working together in another company called Zango. And soon thereafter, I actually made a move out to Honolulu, Hawaii, where I met my wife Jen, who at the time was a dolphin trainer out at Dolphin Quest Honolulu, where she worked with Emily. So soon after that, Jen and Emily and I became roomies, and we all lived in Hawaii together, and the girls actually joined Zango, of course. So we started our Zango team out there in Hawaii, and at that point I needed my favorite friend Pat and his friend Troy to come out and help us work on our Zango team together. So Jen and I were really excited. We said, hey Emily, you gotta meet Pat and Troy, they're awesome, these guys are great, Pat and Troy are coming out to visit. And she's like, okay, that sounds good, I'm excited for their help, and they flew in, and ironically she realized that Pat and Troy were not a couple. Apparently the way we were saying it, she thought that they were. So we got that cleared up right away. And
nothing is here, Troy.
So that very same weekend, though, it was Halloween weekend, and the five of us decided we were going to dress up as an 80s rock band. And we called ourselves the Lollipops. There are some pictures floating around out there you may have seen. And we, after a few cocktails, decided to headline a show at a place called Coconut Willie's, where we basically performed a show of Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. So that was awesome. And the key to this story, though, is on the walk home, I actually have a neat snapshot of Pat and Emily holding hands all the way home for the first time. So it was that very first visit that sparks flew, and I don't think they knew it right off the bat, but maybe they did. We sure knew it. So we have that snapshot of them holding hands. And after Pat and Troy left that weekend, they went back to the mainland, and Jen actually found herself in the middle of several different phone calls. Like Pat would call and say, hey, I really like Emily, but we've been talking a lot about Zango. I've been building our Zango team, and so I'm kind of like keeping it professional, and so I'm not real sure. And then Emily would, we'd hang out at night, like on the couch, we'd be eating popcorn or whatever, and she'd be like, I really like Pat, and we've been talking every night, but it's been about Zango, and so I'm not really sure exactly, how to like let him know that I like him. And so this kind of went on, and Jen finally said, you know what, will you guys just tell each other that you are interested? Just get it out there, please. So they let each other know that they had, that they liked each other, and Pat said, well, I'd like to come and take another trip out to the island, and why don't we go over to the Big Island together, and share in some of the adventurous things we love to do. And they both are divers, so they both were excited to go out on a manta ray dive, and they went to the Big Island together, and they came back in love. They shared the entire weekend together. I know Pat's dad had helped with, picking out some wine and cheese, because he's like a wine master. And so Patrick helped Pat pick out, some nice things for them while they were over on the Big Island. And Pat then started like a surprise spree for Emily. He started going on like, basically he flew in unexpectedly, and then he walked 10 miles to Dolphin Quest, where Emily worked, and he just like waited in the bushes, like outside, when she'd clock out at work, and then he'd surprise her, and she's just like, well, and then of course that was a surprise, and then it was awesome. A little creepy, but awesome. But Jen and I kept trying to like, can we just like hide it like over here, kind of like over by, can we just like see? He's like, no, back up. So one other time though, we put a key under our mat at our apartment, and Jen and I were in on it. We knew he was coming, and Emily was sitting on the couch, and he just cruised in, grabbed a beer out of the fridge, and then just came walking into the living room. Just, Emily, hey, can I get you a beer? And she's just like, what the heck? That was one time. And then my favorite time was when he took a bus. He took a city bus. Again, flew in unexpectedly. Took a city bus, was on the bus, on the way to the apartment and saw Emily crossing the street. But the buses stopped like in the middle of the intersection. He's just like, I have to get off now. She's right there, I need to like get there right now. And of course, you know, he's a master at that, so of course they stopped, got off, and was able to surprise Emily on her walk to the gym, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? You almost punched him because you were so afraid? Yeah, because he's crazy and fun. But really, when you're around Pat and Emily for more than 5 minutes, you can feel the love that they share for each other. And when I was preparing the ceremony, I actually was taking a relationship class, and the gentleman leading the session, the instructor, he said something pretty great. He asked the question, are you who the person you're looking for is looking for? I'll repeat that one more time. Are you who the person you're looking for is looking for? And they are truthfully meant for each other. They live life to the fullest, they're adventurous and spontaneous, and they know how to have fun together. And this is my favorite book of all time. It's called Oh, the Places You'll Go. And it's by Dr. Seuss, the best writer of all time. So I'm going to read a few lines. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have shoes in your feet. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own. And now you know what you know. And you are the guy who will take you where to go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. And wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true. There'll be bang-ups and hang-ups that can happen to you. Now I know Pat and Emily have decided to share with me their 3 reasons why they want to spend the rest of their lives together. And they actually haven't heard these, but I'd like to read them. Okay, this is from Emily. He makes me a better person, encourage me to strive for excellence, and he's my voice of reason. He is always on my side. Not a day goes by that I don't hear, I love you, Emily, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love him for not only the man that he is, but for the husband and father he'll strive to be. And from Pat, I love Emily for her core values of trust, honesty, and growth. I respect her, and I'm excited to grow with her. I trust her implicitly because she's earned it, and also because she's cute, hot, and pretty, in that order. In that order. That's very important. It's gotta be cute, hot, Pat and Emily have chosen to share their own vows that they've written. So Pat, would you like to go first?
A lot of preparation. There's water flying on me.
I didn't prepare. I should have had sturdier paper here. Emily, I promise these things as your husband. To give you the best of myself. To always be open and honest. To always strive to make you proud. To accept you as you are, but also to grow with you. To respect you. To love you. Not the feeling, but the act. Because I know that the feeling follows the act. The act has to come first. I always have your back. It's you and me against the rest of the world. I promise that I love that you believe in me. so much, and I will do my best to continue to earn that. You're my best friend, the best person I've ever met, and I'm excited to experience the rest of our lives together.
It's interesting. Like I'm hovering over it. Pat, 3 years ago you captured my heart by being exactly who you are. Because of you, I laugh, I smile. I am challenged to be better than who I am today. I look forward to our adventures together, whether at home or abroad. I cannot wait to grow old together, getting to know the man, husband, and father you will become. I promise to love you without reservations, encourage you to achieve all your goals, always be open and honest with you, and never take you for granted.
Okay, please repeat after me. As I stand before you, this ring in my hand,
As I stand before you, this ring in my hand,
it makes me remember how complete you make my life.
it makes me remember how complete you make my life.
I give you this ring as my best friend for life.
I give you this ring as my best friend for life.
I am so in love with you that I want to promise to stand beside you
I'm so in love with you that I want to promise to stand beside you,
through thick and thin,
thick and thin,
through good and bad,
through good and bad,
and through joy and sorrow.
and through joy and sorrow.
I want to spend the rest of my life hearing your thoughts and seeing your dreams.
I want to spend the rest of my life hearing your thoughts and seeing your dreams.
As I stand before you, this ring in my hand,
As I stand before you, this ring in my hand,
it makes me remember how complete you make my life.
it makes me remember how complete you make my life.
I give you this ring as my best friend for life.
I give you this ring as my best friend for life.
I am so in love with you that I want to promise to stand beside you
I am so in love with you that I want to promise to stand beside you,
through thick and thin,
through thick and thin,
through good and bad,
through good and bad,
through joy and sorrow.
through joy and sorrow.
I want to spend the rest of my life hearing your thoughts and seeing your dreams.
I want to spend the rest of my life hearing your thoughts and seeing your dreams.
Do you both promise to uphold the vows that you shared today?
We do.
Well, in closing, I'd like to share a poem that Pat and Emily have chosen that symbolizes the love that they share for each other. Okay. I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. I love you, not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you're making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help dimly seeing there. And for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite long enough to find. I'm extremely honored to have been chosen to officiate your wedding today. And without further ado, I'd like to pronounce you husband and wife. Pat, you may now kiss your wife for the first time. Family and friends, I'd like to present to you Patrick and Emily Petrini.
Thank you. Yeah, I do.
Still recording?
Yep.